Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be looking at Copilot Studio Kit and what is in the Copilot Studio Kit from an admin perspective on how to manage your agents and the inventory agents that are using no authentication, and also we look at for the makers. You do have this agent review tool that is actually used to give you feedback on what you could improve in your agent, and we'll also look at the prompt advisor. But before that, I will just take you quickly through how to install the Copilot Studio Kit, which can be either installed from GitHub or you can do it from the marketplace. So, guys, without wasting any time, let's just jump in there. So we are here in marketplace. So before we install anything, let me just take you through the documentation, and we can look at what is needed. So you will find this in the Copilot Studio guidance in extent. You have Copilot Studio Kit. You do have the overview here of what is included in the Copilot Studio Kit, the test capabilities, and the Compliance Hub, which is the new thing, which is really good for admins who need to make sure that agent development is compliant with the rules that they set up. And these are rules that you can define while importing the Copilot Studio Kit into your environment. So I will not cover most of these features. This will be a later video, but for now, let's just look at the setup and configure. You do have some prerequisites, and this is a Power Platform environment with a Dataverse data store. You need to be system admin. If you're not, that's quite easy to do. You just navigate to your environment, and what you have to do is just get the environment that you're looking to install the Copilot Studio Kit into, and then membership, and you will find yourself here. So that is what you need to do to get yourself to elevate yourself to system admin in this context. And then you need licensing, of course, to run Power Apps model driven apps. That's premium licensing. Could be by user license, or if you have the old Power App license, you could use that. And you also have Power Automate Cloudflow with premium connectors. Of course, there are some dependencies. You need the Copilot Studio, not Copilot Studio. You actually need the Creator Kit. This is also a prerequisite for. Is it? Yeah, it's a prerequisite for Center of Excellence, I think. Yeah. So you need this, and once this is deployed, you are good to go. Creator Kit, simple. You just let's jump into not this. This is deep learning for finance, guys. I will cover this in another video, but for now, let's just go back to our prerequisites. This is what we need, and the Creator Kit, you will always find it in the market store. So in app source, you can navigate to environments. So I do have my environment here. This is Contoso default, where I already have installed the Copilot Studio Kit because it takes time to install. And then from there, I will just go to Dynamics apps, and you will see the installed apps here. I do have the Creator Kit here. If not, just navigate here and search Creator Kit. You have it here. Just get it now. It's free. And once you're done with Creator Kit, you move to Copilot Studio Kit, and you install this version of Copilot Studio Kit. And once you install this to your, let's see, get it now. You get it, and then it will take you to the Power Platform environment, or yeah, it should take you to Power Platform, but I've already installed it, so it will not do that with me. So let's see here. Once it's installed, you will see the solution here, Copilot Studio Kit. And this solution has some components. It's 390 components. So we have agent components. We do have, these are the adaptive cards, of course. You have a lot of them which are included there. These are the basic agent component, but we do have the adaptive cards which are included as cloud flows in here. And you can use them to, yeah, you can use them for maybe event registration or whatever it is. But these are the adaptive cards. You have an agent, which is the adaptive card agent. And this agent is actually using no authentication, which we'll see later, which is something you can turn off if you want to. And yep, you have the AI models, you have the apps, you have the cloud flows and custom APIs. Let's see what's in there. You will see the different custom APIs here, the compliance scan. and get response. These are mostly compliance related up here. And also we do have the most important things in here. Where are they? The cloud flows. So these cloud flows, they are a headache. They're or a headache. Sorry, they are good because they get the inventory, they get the make sure that compliance scan is done, and it sends the notification to teams and everything. You also can set up other things like SharePoint synchronization. But the problem is when setting them up, you have to follow a step by step process. If you don't do this, you will have a long day trying to set up your Copilot Studio agent. So, no, Copilot Studio Kit, of course, sorry. So, okay, once we are in Copilot Studio Kit, we actually navigate to the Copilot Studio Kit here, which is a model driven app. Let's play this app. And once we play this app, from here, it's just fun and games because you do have this setup wizard, which you have to follow step by step. I will not do that with you now because it's clearly stated what you should do in here. You navigate in here and have to populate most of the data in here. And this is mostly done beforehand for you. And one thing before I forget, actually, so before navigating to this app, you have to go to solutions and go back to your default solution. And once you're here, you need to find the connection reference, which actually set up everything behind the, let's see here, connection reference, connection references. Then you need to find one here, which is called Copilot Studio Kit Dataverse. And this is the one that set up all the, once you set this up, it will give you, yeah, it will help you set up the other things in the setup wizard. I just did it to make sure that I don't have any issues with dependencies or anything. The documentation states that, so I follow documentation. Create a kit is installed, and one important thing to not forget is the Power Apps component framework for Canvas apps. This has to be on for the environment you are installing the Copilot Studio Kit. So quickly in here, you go to your product. We are in the environment settings, features, and turn on this Copilot, not Copilot, Power Apps component framework for Power Apps. Once that's done, you can go back to your setup wizard and configure, set up all the connections, which is the next thing. The connections are set up, looks good. And you do have to set up some of these things here. And most of them are will be organizational specific. If you need to, let's say, send alerts via email, you need to actually add this email here, or else you some of your flows will not run. And when it comes to flows, this is the most important part. Turn on the grandchild, then the child, and then the rest of the flows. And once you've done that, you will have everything green and you're good to go. You have actually set up your Copilot Studio Kit in a in best practice according to documentation, and you will have this view. So this view gives you the administration, get insights into your agent adoption, and you can go back home. I usually don't like the homepage. I feel there is a lot of stuff that shouldn't be there, but that's my own perspective. You do have the agent inventory here, which gives you the number of agents using Gen AI, the tools, and AI prompts. You can sync from here anytime you want to sync. And you also can see the authentication. So what is important here is the no authentication. If you haven't scanned your tenant yet and you have people creating agents, you will see all your agents with no authentication. Once we are here, let's just check everything in here. So you have agents with Gen AI usage. These are all the agents that are using Gen AI. Knowledge sources. These are the agents using knowledge sources, and also the agents with manual authentication. None, because I don't have time to set up manual authentication. And then with Microsoft Authentication, this is almost 99% of the agents in my tenant. And I think I have one agent, yeah, with prompt usage and tool usage. So these are the agents that are invoking tools. That is the agent inventory. And how to navigate there, you go to agent inventory and just choose no authentication, and you get there, and then you can do whatever you want. Or else you can go from here. This is the inventory too. So I know my hiring agent is a complex agent, so I will choose the hiring agent just to show you how it looks in here. It uses tools, it uses Gen AI, it is an autonomous agent, so no prompts. There is the trigger. I can see it's using Outlook, Office Outlook. So when an email arrives, no classic data, and here are the connections being used by the entire agent. So, and I can view the agent from here. The bot ID is here. I cannot delete that yet, but I do have a solution for you in my previous video where you can use Power Automate Flow to delete the agent, or you can use the Power App which I've created to delete the agent. You do have the compliance hub here, which I just set up, so I don't have anything in here. But from here, you can see all the agents you have and which ones are missing owners, the high risk agents, SLA breaches, and active cases. You do also have the, let's see, settings from here. So you can change the settings from here and you can decide to put whatever your organization wants to put from here. So you can have create a case for all agents. I don't know if this is what you want to do as an admin and get all the emails, but this is where you at least set up the settings and make sure that this is, for example, compliant with your organizational governance. And you can do the template changes here. Good thing. Let's go back. And here are the cases. That's it. Not a lot to do here. You can see all the compliance cases and you can scan at any time. Agent value summary. I haven't been doing this a lot, but you will see all your agents and how much value they are creating for your company. And I don't believe in this, but it is there. You can use it. Then you have the web chat playground. This is you do have some of the what do I say, custom yeah, don't have the word, but this year you have the custom UI, of course. You can change to brown and you can see the different ones here. So, and you can just copy the code here and use it in web chat. Rubrics, I haven't covered this a lot, but you can set up different rubrics. I assume these are for your tests. Then you have the test sets. You can upload your test sets here and you can run the tests from here, from your test runs. Agent review tool. This is a cool, I use this tool often, but I haven't used it in this view yet. And we can do that quickly now. So let's take this agent, for example. It will run the review and then I will see whatever score I get in here. And this looks for patterns and it does the instruction analysis and also does give you some improvement, what you need to improve in the agent. Seems like this will take a while, so I will just refresh and continue with our video. And then you have some adaptive cards here. If you really like adaptive cards, you will be able to get them from here and you can add your own samples. I usually just generate them with an agent. I have an agent that is a specialist in creating adaptive cards, so I don't have to spend time you doing that. Prompt advisor, paste in your prompt here. You will get feedback on your prompt, and I have no credits to this environment, but you will be able to do that if you have credits in your environment, of course. And then you do have the kit here and advanced. In here, you can actually see the Copilot Studio Kit logs. You can see the conversation transcripts from the agents, which is, of course, you need the admin rights to be able to see this. And each environment has conversation transcripts. You will see the agent transcripts here. Let's see here. And all the components and collection and deployment pipeline. I don't have any in this tenant, but this is where you go to see the logs and the transcripts. And this is the important part. So you can do your conversation KPIs. You need to set up the Power BI dashboard, which is here. I don't have the license either. But this setup is step by step done in the documentation. So guys, I've taken you quickly through the Copilot Studio Kit, how to install it from app source and what is inside the Copilot Studio Kit. I recommend that you either as an admin you install this and use it for governing your agents, especially the compliance hub, which makes sure that some defined steps are followed when agents are created. And here you can make sure that you don't have people breaking those, for example, authentication rules. So This is what is inside the Copilot Studio Kit for now. As usual, guys, thank you for watching this video. And if you found this video useful, remember to hit the like and the subscribe button. And I will keep on creating this small, short Copilot Studio governance and development videos for you. So thank you and see you next time, guys.